In our world right now, many people have a hard time answering this question. Where are you from? For Thais Selassie, others consider that she is a multinational person. Since she lived in many different countries, she doesn't want to be identified as a multinational. That's why she says, don't ask me where I'm from, ask me where I'm local. She recommends people to think about their 3 R's: rituals, relationships, restrictions. Our experiences determines where we are local, but not our passports. For me, after many years living in Guangzhou, and most of my experiences happened here, so I identify myself as a local of Guangzhou, although I have American passport. Examples of rituals provide information of what I always do and where I think I'm local. Dim sum is one of the famous food in Guangzhou. There are many kinds included. My family always take me to restaurants to eat dim sum. As a result, it became one of my favorite foods. Mid-Autumn Festival is one of the famous festivals in China. My family members and some relatives gather together to have dinner, and after dinner we will eat mooncakes and see the moon together. Usually the children will have lanterns. When it's Chinese New Year, all of my family members and relatives come back to Guangzhou at this time of the year. Usually before the Chinese New Year day, my family and I go to visit friends and relatives. The elders are going to give the youngest red envelopes. I go to Chinese New Year market to buy New Year decorations every year. On the New Year day, all of my family members and relatives gather together to have dinner. Most of my friends and family members live in Guangzhou and some other relatives. These relationships is connected to where I'm local. I have friends in AISG and some other friends from the previous school that I've been, and friends in America. Most of my family members live in Guangzhou, but there are also some other family members like my grandparents, which is currently living in America. I go to America to visit them every year. Almost all of my relatives live in Guangzhou, but there are still some of them live outside of Guangzhou or somewhere else. There are certain things that we cannot do in Guangzhou. There are many websites from somewhere outside of China that cannot be used in Guangzhou. For example, like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, etc. To do so, we have to use VPN, but there is no VPN in China. Most of the people in Guangzhou speak Cantonese and Mandarin, so I can't speak English while I am outside of school to other people. Our locality does not determine by our passport. It depends on our experiences. Thinking about the rituals, relationships, and restrictions can help us identify where we are local, and that is what I did to identify myself or where I'm local. Although I have American passport, I identify myself as a local in Guangzhou. We should ask people where are you local instead of where are you from. This can help us know more about the other person and don't need the person to have a hard time to answer where are you from.